Hello, beautiful people, and welcome. Welcome to the Shakti Spiral. I am your host, Shakti, and it is truly an honor to be gathered with you on this auspicious new moon in Libra. And I'm so, I marvel at every time that we gather together because it seems that so much has happened since our last time. And being that this is October and the veil between worlds, both the living and other dimensions is so thin, I thought I would dress for the occasion and really put on my priestess regalia and really hold the space of what we're going to be doing and the work that we're going to be doing tonight. And so for all of you who are new, welcome. For the very first time, welcome to the Shakti Spiral, the new moon online gatherings, where we gather together all over the world and we share in space and one energy and the energy of the All-Mother, and we set powerful intentions, plant seeds of intentions and awareness for this moon cycle and beyond. And for those of you who are not new and seasoned and have been with me from the beginning, or have come and have had several rituals with me or have returned, thank you for being part of this magical night with me. And I am so looking forward to tonight. While people are gathering online, I wanted to just kind of take a little moment to talk about what has been going on for this past, was it month, where we had just went out of Venus retrograde and went right into, it seemed like we got like just a moment to inhale, and then we're right into the Mercury retrograde. And that was, for a lot of people, myself included, a pretty intense time. I wondered, I don't follow astrology very well, like I told you, as far as studying it, because I really feel in order to do it any kind of honor, it is such a practice and a oracle that, in a way of just studying the planetary stars in alignment, that you can devote your whole life to it. So I know a little bit about it, and I wondered what the retrograde, what Mercury, what house it was in for me, because it seemed as if it had to do with a lot of old stuck belief systems regarding relationships. And I know that that is something that has been a theme of mine. And for a lot of people, I've noticed that old unresolved issues when it's come to relationships, or relationships with self, is the most of the obvious that I have seen. It's as if all of this stuff was coming up to revisit, to really take a good look at, and to really kind of go into that pain body and like I always said, delve deep, see what is there, and then go forward in this space of wonderment as to how expansive we are and how deep we go, and seeing those parts of ourselves where we may have really attached to stories or really attached to limitations. And so it was really a painful process for some to really go through that and to be honest and to feel the sticky parts and to feel the ugly and to be in that space. It was kind of a challenge for a lot of people, and myself included. There were times where I felt very much as if my ego was going through a tantrum, and learning how to maneuver through all of the dynamics that took place. So we made it. The process of that story, we made it, and we are here together to really now plant those seeds of intention, to plant in this new moon in Libra what we desire, and also to become aware of energies that we may be in a disharmony with or an unbalance. There's a lot of people, my beloved Flora would say, she doesn't believe in balance. Balance means that you're just still. So we will use, for the sake of vocabulary, we will use both interchangeably, harmony and balance. So if you resonate with the word harmony, use that word. If you resonate with the word balance, use that word. But it's basically where I love the imagery of the Libra, where it is the scales. And so if you have too much of one thing, you might be very light or very heavy. And so you have to kind of give and take a little bit to kind of get those scales in a way where it's very fluid in energy. And at times it may seem like it's just about even, and then something will happen where you give a little bit more, you take a little bit less, and so you get those scales going back and forth. And I love that about the Libra sign, because they are very much the peacemakers, the ones that love to go with the flow and to create partnership and to create a base of a coherent relationship. And Libras are really good parents, they're nurturers. But then if you get them in a disharmony or in a space where you've offended them, well, then they're definitely going to tip the scales, and usually it's not in your favor. So I would definitely be aware of the Libras, because they're the ones that get you when you're not looking. So because they're all sweet and honey, and then all of a sudden you've gotten on their bad side and they're coming for you. So with those energies as well, it's very much learning to maneuver in that space. And being that we are in the new moon, we are going to delve into a little bit of those energies with divination. And the way that we're going to be doing that is using and going and working with our sixth chakra. And that in Sanskrit, that's called the Ajna chakra, which is about the gateway to the connected wisdom of the unseen. And being that we are in, like I said, the October auspicious month, where the veil is very thin, we have the opportunity to really hone and connect in a very powerful perspective to our intuition, to our clarity, and to receive information that sometimes we wouldn't have the opportunity to receive. So if you're just joining us, welcome to the Shakti Spiral. And I wanted to make mention, I put this on the details of the hangout, but also to just kind of remind you that we're going to be using some items today. Some things can be a little different. I usually don't require a lot for our ritual, but this is for you, for your favor, so that as we delve into this work, and as you, even after we're done with this tonight, you're able to go further. And so I ask that you get a quartz. So I have mine right here. This is one that I use, my very powerful stone that I use for this specific work. So she's going to be charged with more of this energy tonight. So I have her on my altar. And also here's a candle, and I suggest you have a candle. A tea light works very well. I've decided to use black because I'm going into, well, with the new moon energies, it's all about the dark moon, that mystery, but you can use white. It's purposeful, whatever your intentions are. That's the most powerful part. But I decided to use black. I had a black candle on hand, and I wanted to use it to really delve into that mystery of my awareness and my intuition. So I also wanted to let you know about the giveaway tonight. I wanted to do something very special, kind of fun for the energies that we are in, we're going to be working with. And so I have these oracle cards. They're called the Wisdom of the House of Night, and they are really, really neat because they kind of, you know me, I'm all about the light, and definitely I work a lot with that. But these goddess cards are about working with the goddess Nyx and the energy of her. If you've heard me talk about her before, she's a really powerful goddess that works in the mystery and works under the guise of dark, in like dark sky, dark night. She's a really beautiful, powerful goddess, and I've had the opportunity to work with her. And so these cards are going to be up for giveaway at the end of our ritual, along with, because I have to do this, 3 tartlets. I love doing these Yankee tartlets, the wax candles. They're basically just the melts that you put under, like, you can, if you have like a tea light and a little dish, they have like them all over the place. But I got spiced pumpkin. This is my all-time favorite. So I start burning this in September and I don't stop until like the end of November. This is my all-time favorite. So spiced pumpkin, and of course, because we are in Samhain and Halloween time, candy corn, which has like it doesn't smell like candy corn. It smells like a kind of like a spicy. It's really good. And then witch's brew. Ooh. And this has a patchouli base. This is really neat. If you haven't smelled witch's brew, it is so good. So I have these 3 that are also going to be part of the gifty. And plus, there's more. This, if you don't know of Super Hit, it is my favorite incense. And I love it because it's actually, how is it said? I'll just read it because I don't want to damage by paraphrasing. It helps reduce the negative and increase the positive aspects of all zodiac. We're not in retrograde anymore. What in the heck was that about? Aspects of all zodiac signs. So if you look at the box, it has like all the zodiac signs on there. And literally, everyone in my family loves this one. And it's my go-to favorite. So if you haven't tried it and you win tonight, you'll get to have a little bit of it and see if it's your new favorite like it is mine. So it's a little bit different than Nag Champa. It's like a lot stronger. So anyhow, so those are the gifties for tonight. And also, I wanted to make a mention before we started clearing space and got started that I have a new venture with my dearest sister, Inanna, and it's called Baubo Savvy. And if you haven't heard about Baubo Savvy, I welcome you to and invite you to join on Facebook. Well, it's not really joining, but join us every Wednesday. We have a live broadcast every Wednesday morning, 11 Central, 9 o'clock Pacific time. And we discuss all things goddess, and just the topics are really fun that we're going to be talking about. It. So it happens divination on that one this coming Wednesday. And so I invite you to be part of this and see what this whole, the vibe is about. It's so much fun. And we have a lot of fun talking about a lot of powerful aspects, but using a lot of humor involved in it too, because if you can't get through it without laughter, then what's the point, right? So it's called Baubo Savvy. We have a Facebook page. You can find it through myOneAscension.com. So it's all over. It's Facebook, it's Google Plus, and it's we have a YouTube channel. So just find us, and I'd love for you to connect there. And so let's get started because we have a lot. So, okay, yes, like I was saying, the items tonight, a quartz or whatever stone you feel guided to use, a candle to kind of hold the energy for you as you're working with me tonight, and also a journal, because I would like for you to journal anything that you get prior to and then afterward. So, and that's it. And most importantly, though, your heart, and your intuition. So I am going to burn some sage just to clear the space, to clear us. It's Monday, and I hope that you, and I'm intending that each one of us have a fabulous week. I know I have a lot going on myself this week. So smudging us and getting us into that space. Clearing any vibes that do not serve our highest good. And you know, it's interesting. I have just a little tip because I was thinking about this as I was setting up for tonight. I have like, you know how when you get a sage bundle and it's like a kind of a thicker one, and it totally reminds you when you burn it of like Cheech and Chong. If you're not a 70s kid, or you may not know that reference, but basically it's like these guys are really into like marijuana. And so anyways, it's like always smoking in their van or in their house or stuff. It's so funny. Anyways, and so you get it like in this bundle. What I've learned to do, since I only need a little bit at a time, and if I'm not using it for like bigger spaces, I don't like the way it smells after I've burned it and then kind of snuffed it out. It has like a burn kind of smell to it. So I actually take it apart. So see, I have like leaves that are longer, and they actually serve to like wands. I usually hold them, but it's really easy to sage because you got these long stems. And that's just kind of a fun trick. I was doing that today, so I thought I'd share that with you. And so now that we have removed the energy, I always believe in putting back in. So this is kind of what I was talking about, but I can't take her apart. This was created by the beautiful Denise Neal. She, in her web, I'm going to tell you her website because she's amazing. It's DeniseNeal.com, and she's Serendipity. That's the name of her store. And this one is called 7 directions. And oh my gosh, Sarah, we need to like develop that smell-o-vision, because it's sweetgrass, and I know it has lavender, and it has cedar, and oh, help me, this smells amazing. Yes, please. Where's my pen? Some to you, replacing and offering to those who've gone before us and those who will go after us into the space here and now. Oh my goodness. Oh, this beautiful baby. Let me sure she just wants to burn a little bit more. That smells. Oh, Denise knows what she's doing. That stuff is amazing. DeniseNeal.com. Okay, so are you ready, my dear, dear friends? Let's create some sacred space together. First thing I would like for you to do is just kind of get comfortable in your chair, wherever you're sitting. Roll your shoulders, get your hips kind of good. So you're sitting on your sit bones. And just take a couple of deep breaths. Inhaling, calling all of your energy back to you. And as you exhale, releasing all that doesn't serve for your highest good. Inhaling again, calling all of your energy back to you. And as you release and exhale, releasing all the energy that is not yours. And on this last deep inhalation, I really want you to take in a cleansing breath, pulling in all of your power, your energy, pulling it all back. And as you exhale, releasing everything that isn't serving you for your highest good. And in this space, we are ready to connect. We are ready to start and to create this circle. So what I want you to do, I want you to focus on your heart chakra, the space of pure love. And I want you to envision in your heart chakra space a beautiful spiral, and it can be any color you want. But see this spiral growing, getting bigger and bigger as it expands across your heart chakra, your chest. It gets bigger until it is as big as your body, engulfing you in this beautiful energy of love. And I want you to imagine we are sitting together in a huge circle, wherever we may be around the world, whatever place we're in. Imagine that we are all gathered together in a beautiful circle. And so in this powerful space of love and open receptivity, I would like for you to extend this powerful loving energy out of your left hand into the person on your left. And they receive this beautiful spiral energy through the right side. And it merges with their spiral. It could be beautiful colors merging, dancing together in a beautiful, loving embrace. And so it goes. This energy goes out their left into the person's right, spiraling around and around and around, all around this circle, clockwise, until it comes back to you through your right side. And with all of these vibrant colors, see your spiral. Feel the connection as this sacred circle is drawn, where infinite possibility is held. And from this space, we can now call in the sacred directions and the guardians. We call in the energy of the East, watchtowers of the East, element of air, of pure thought, sacred winged ones. We call you now to be part of this sacred circle. And to the direction of the south, element of fire, passion, and creativity, the spark of ingenuity, the firewalkers, the fire breathers. We call you now to be part of our circle. And to the direction of the west, element of water, the sacred guardians and water keepers, the record keepers of the water. We call you now to be part of our circle. And the direction of the north, element of earth, the earth keepers and earth walkers, powerful manifestation. We call you now to be part of our circle. We call in the Divine One energy to surround us, to flow through us and anchor us into the space and time, into no space and no time. We call in our divine protectors, our guardians, our ancestors, the beloved, blessed All-Mother. We call you now to come, sacred divine, and be part of this circle. It is done. And so here we are in the space between worlds, dimensions. In the sacred space, I welcome you to create some magic. So before we go on our journey tonight, I forgot to do one thing, and I want to do that now, is I wanted to anoint myself a little bit of All-Mother oil. I feel that kind of prepares my body for the journey to be your sacred guide. So there we go. I wanted to talk to you a little bit about what we're going to be doing tonight. And I wanted to give you the chance to journal a little bit. Now that we have this sacred space and we've connected and we've gathered in all of our sacred team and spiritual team to help us and to assist us on this journey, knowing that we are protected and we are safe as we journey in this space. And I wanted to remind you that as we take this journey together, it is so important that we do so with complete releasing of expectations, that we can allow the energy to flow in the way that it needs to and be present here and now. So anything that may be going on in your life, anything that may be keeping you feeling contained or restrained, just let it go. If there's anything in here that you do not necessarily resonate with, just release that part that you don't feel resonant with and take in the things that do. This is my way of serving and of connecting to the divine. And we all have our unique, beautiful expression in how we do that. And so in the service to you, I am serving the All-Mother. I am serving the sacred. And so this is my interpretation. And I welcome you to join with me in this part and to be part of this circle together and to be part of it and open to the energies so that true magic and miracles can take place. And so as we delve deep into the mystery of our connection to our true selves, to our high selves, I want you to take a moment, if you have something that you've read, that you've taken to write with, to notice how you feel right now. Are there any questions that you may be wondering about? Are there any answers that you were looking for? any questions that have been arising within you lately that you have been waiting to look for answers? Or are there any intentions with this new moon that you are wanting to create? Because as we go on this journey, a lot will be uncovered and a lot will be revealed. And it'll be all different for each person depending on what it is that you need and what your high self and your guides would like for you to have, and what the divine, of course, there's a saying that all in divine timing. It's absolutely all in divine timing. So take that and take a moment right now to let all your cares and worries go, and just journal a couple of sentences. Or if you don't have anything that you're writing with, just take note of how you feel, what you're feeling in this very moment and in this very space with me. There are many who are joining us live, and there are many who will be joining us afterward. And being that all time is now, we are all gathered together, whether it's live or whether it's after. So take a moment to notice how you feel and to journey. And then we will begin. I'll give you just a couple quick minutes. There's no right or wrong, just whatever you're feeling. Or if there's a specific question you just want to ask or something that's come up, just jot it down right now. Jot down the actual question. I'm going to drink some water real quick. Okay. Maybe 30 more seconds. Okay. It's probably a little bit less, or maybe a little bit more than 30 seconds, but I wanted to make sure that you had what you needed, and I feel like it's time now. So just put your notebook or your journal to the side, or whatever it is you have to the side, and I want you to grab a hold of your quartz. Now, since I'm going to be the guide, I'm not going to grab a hold of my quartz right now, but I do have them set the intention that it's getting charged with what it needs for my own journey and my own answers. So I want you to hold it in the hand that feels most resonant with you. It could be your receptive hand, which is the hand that is a non-dominant that you don't write with. But if it is maybe the hand that you write with, it doesn't matter. Any or. Just really trust your guidance, okay? No judging it. Just go with what feels good. Okay. And now let's get ready. So just take a deep breath, inhaling, and notice how you feel in your body. Take a moment to just be in your body. And I want you to, with your eyes closed, focus on your third eye, which is the Anja, or Anja, however you want to say it, Ajna chakra, between your brows, your eyebrows. So I want you to just look at that space with your eyes closed. Okay, so close your eyes and look at that space between your eyebrows. And I want you to imagine a beautiful spiral right there at your third chakra, your third eye chakra, getting bigger and bigger. It starts as a pinpoint, and it starts to just get bigger and bigger until it becomes like a window. And I want you to step out through that space, extending out It's almost as if you're stepping through a portal. Now, with this spiral as your vehicle, surrounding you, protecting you, we're going to travel to a very sacred space. And there is going to be one to guide us. I serve as your guide physically here. We call on the winged ones to assist in this journey. So you're going to see something coming towards you as you're standing out in this great expansive energy field. It could be literally a winged one. It could be an angel, a guardian. See them flying, coming towards you now. And they morph into some type of carrier where you're able to ride on them. So allow yourself to feel free and expansive, leaving behind all of your cares, worries, and concerns, and get on the back of this sacred winged friend, and let's fly high. Expanding high, high into the night sky or the day sky, depending on what you prefer. See this aerial view. Feel safe and knowing you are protected. But see how vast and expansive your vision has become. And with this winged one, we're flying towards a powerful portal in the sky. You see it up ahead, and it's energy. It's a stream of light, ebbing and flowing. It looks like it's charged with electricity, but it feels safe to enter. And as we enter this portal, know that this is going to take us to a space that is sacred and your own. Your winged one has the sacred codes to unlock this space for us. As you get closer, feel the excitement building in you. Feel the understanding. Feel the knowing that you have been to this place before. And through the portal we go now. Fast, strong, powerful, and confident. We are safe. Through this portal, we come to a beautiful sacred place. It could be an island. It could be a land. It could be a time. Notice what you see. Notice how you feel. And just up ahead, there are a grove of trees. We're getting lower. And we can see that there's this beautiful vibration to the place that we are in. Getting lower, lower. Our winged one lands in the center of this circular grove. We gently get down and thank the winged one, our winged friend, for being here with us. And notice that there is a cave entrance up ahead. Our winged one, our friend, will stay here as you and I journey into this cave. And as you get closer to this cave, notice how you are feeling. Here is the origin of your consciousness, where you come from. It is the gateway. Step into this cave now. How do you feel? Is it light? Is it dark? Are there inscribings on it? And as we go further and further in, you notice that something is happening. Time seems to be stopping. We could be here 5 minutes. We could be here an hour. We could be here 10 years. It doesn't exist time here. And you gather all of this information about who you are just by being in this space. Keep walking forward as you see that there is a light getting bigger, emanating brighter. And just before the threshold that opens up into this space, I will stand and be waiting for you. This is the rest of the journey that you go alone. Step out into this light, and you've actually stepped out to a place where everything about who you are has begun. It could be a different planet. It could be the origins of your soul. It could be your very soul itself. It is different for everybody. What does this place look like for you? And you hear music in the air. This is the song and the vibration of your soul. Everything is pure and knowing and wisdom, aeons and aeons of wisdom. You realize when you are in this space, all of the things that you seem to worry about in your human form don't exist here. Yet, all is relevant and every concern is heard and answered. And from this space, I want you to take the moment to communicate with this energy field. It may take on a form for you so that you can easily identify with it, or it can stay in fluid energy. A special person or being may come up to you. All is different, and notice what you see now. With your question or with your desire, request or ask now. Or if you didn't come with a question, maybe just wanting to receive information, be open to what is being given to you now. Notice how you feel. Feel love. Feel protection. Feel clarity. Feel powerful communication. Knowing that every time you have ever felt alone, you now see you have always been connected here. Never, ever alone. In all the wisdom for all the lives that you have lived and have yet to live, all are here and available to you for your highest good. And if there's something specific that you have been longing to activate within you, an increase in clarity, in intuition, in understanding who you are, request this now. Understanding that the activation may initiate now and continue even after you've left this space. Now with your crystal, if you have one, or stone, see it still in your hand and ask that the energy bless the stone and crystal, so that when you are going through times where the illusion of earth really weighs heavily on you, or you may need special assistance, this stone will now be charged with that help and with that reminder. So let your stone or crystal be blessed now. Feel your stone or crystal humming. And if you don't have one right now, intend that the special one that will be, that you will receive sometime in the near future, or that you will find, let your hand be charged so that you can charge the crystal when you find it or it comes to you. Now ask if there are any special messages that you need now in order to feel complete with this part of your journey. Thank the energy or the sacred person or being who has assisted you. And it's time now, beloved, to return to the cave. Inhaling this energy that you are in, taking one last look around, knowing that you can return. This special place is yours, is sacred, and is kept and held for you. You are so loved and cherished. Nothing is ever withheld from you. You have access and ability to it all. You need to remember to ask for help, and it's there for you. Open to how it's received. With blessing, you are on your way now, returning to the cave where I stand and wait for you. And as we walk back together, notice the etchings or the texture of the cave. Notice how you are feeling in your body. How much more expansive do you feel? How much more at peace or clear do you feel? And as we leave the cave, our sacred winged one, your sacred winged one, is there waiting. Climb on back. And it's time to once again journey home. Getting higher and higher, knowing that circle, that grove of trees gets smaller and smaller. And returning from whence we came. Feeling the breeze, seeing the beauty of the landscape below us. Up ahead, we see the portal. It's time to go through it. Safely, powerfully. We go through it now. Entering back into our earth sky. Notice the landscaping below as we return. As we return. Our beloved winged one lands and we descend, thanking this sacred being, our friend, our cherished friend who is there for us to be a vehicle when we need it. And with the spiral, our light vehicle, returning again through our third eye, through that portal that we ascended out of. And before you open your eyes, I want you to take a moment to just wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, rotate your wrists and your ankles, your shoulders, your hips, and very gently start to open little by little by little your eyes. And welcome back. Take a moment to make sure you're fully grounded. You may want to put your stone down for a moment, and I want you to grab your journal or whatever it is that you've chosen to write with, and take a moment to take a few notes about how you're feeling now in your body. How are you feeling, what your experience was, and what the answer to your question was, if you had one, or any other information that you received. Anything that you were guided to take special note of. I'll give you a couple minutes to write that down now. Knowing that you can write more after the ritual is over. What stuck out to you? What powerful parts were really calling your attention? Okay. Okay. So how was that? How was that experience to kind of go into the deeper recesses of who we are and the true nature of our being? It changes, doesn't it? The landscaping, everything, nothing is to be dismissed, because there's a message in every nuance of what it is you experienced. And you will notice that if you do this meditation again, or do this ritual again, go back and revisit it, it will change for you, or may become more enhanced. There's so much we try to look at when we first go through that experience, and it will change. It will evolve, or it will completely change into something different. It depends on what we need and what is to be received for that moment in time. So with that, I intend that you've received, and that you will receive, all that you've asked for in clarity and in delving deeper. One thing I wanted to share with you, as you went through the journey with your winged one, how everything got so much more expansive. Certain things got smaller and other things got bigger. And that usually happens when we are in an aerial view. And I would invite you, whenever we are in our retrogrades, both figuratively and literally, to work on and expand upon coming from an aerial view, where we can get a fuller, bigger picture. When we hone in so tightly, sometimes we can miss really important things around us. And that happens with intuition. We condition ourselves to sometimes second guess what we receive, or discount certain things that we receive, because we're so maybe fixed on that it has to come a certain way or look like something, when our intuition speaks in a variety of ways. It speaks in energy, it speaks in visuals, it speaks in sounds and smells and feeling. It speaks in a variety of ways. And it may change too. It may not always stay the same. But if we allow ourselves to expand and not attach to that it has to look or be a certain way, we give ourselves permission to grow. And looking at things from an aerial perspective gives you a fuller picture. You step back and you can see a bigger expansion and go, oh my gosh, there's this right over here. I didn't even see this part. Or, wow, look at that right there. I didn't even notice that before. And so trust your intuition and trust what you get, because it will change. It will vary. And the more that we just go with that feeling, the more that we can learn to have confidence in our intuition, into our sixth chakra, and operate from really seeing that as our true sight, because that is what a lot of mystics call the true vision. Eyes are very limiting as to what you really can see, and the true vision comes through that middle, that true eye. the all-seeing eye, the eye of Horus, all are the eye of Ra, all are connected there in those ancient mysteries, those ancient mystic metaphors or symbols, because that's showing something. There's more to be seen or understood in those symbologies. So if that calls to you, I definitely would recommend journeying with that even more. So, beloveds, we must come to a close now for this month. I invite you, if you have any experiences that you want to share with me, to connect with me and to journey with us, to keep journeying, to keep trusting, to keep allowing yourselves to expand and to be the most beautiful people that you are meant to be. And when I say beautiful, it isn't just about the outward expression. It's about the internal, the authenticity, the true unique expression that you all house. So sacred, so profoundly sacred and divine. So we must now close the circle and thank all who have assisted us. And I want to remind you that our journey doesn't end now. We continue on and we continue on. And also, before we really let go and we have the sacred space, I want you to take a moment with heart and womb, or heart and owl if you are not a woman and don't have that womb energy. Even if you don't have a physical womb anymore, women who may have gone through certain things, you still are wired for that. And men, you have a owl, which is like that gut feeling, that gut intuition. So heart there, hand one on your heart and other on your, say where your gut would be, or your womb. And really send some peace and healing to the world right now, that those who may not be awake may start to awaken. They may start to see their own true divinity, their sacred paths. They will start to be accountable for their lives and knowing that they are never alone. Just take a moment to send love and blessing to someone or somebody or thing or place that may be in need of such blessing. And as a powerful circle, we have the ability to transform worlds. So think about that. Through the power of unity, we have the ability to transform worlds. Let's do that now. We call in the blessing of the All-Mother to show us the way, to show us how we may live our lives more authentically, more clearly, and more in alignment with our highest and truest path. And may you bless those of your children who may still be asleep and may not yet be awake. Awaken them with gentle stirrings. Awaken them that they may know that they are lovingly held. Bless those in our circle who are in need of strength, of sacred reminder of all that they are worth. Bless those in our circle who may need extra courage or extra clarity or insight. May we all know always how loved and how treasured we are. And from this space and peace, thank you, beloved All-Mother. It is done. We thank you, beloved Divine One Energy, Sacred All-Mother, our divine protectors, guardians, spiritual team, ancient ones, those who have gone before and those who will go after. Thank you, beloved ancestors, for being part of our circle. We thank you, direction of the north, the earth walkers and earth keepers. Thank you for being part of our circle. And the direction of the west, the sacred water keepers, the record keepers of the water, the power of gestation, intuition. We thank you for being part of our circle. And in the direction of the south, the fire breathers, the fire walkers, creativity and passion, We thank you for being part of our circle and to the direction of the east, element of air, sacred winged ones, power of thought. We thank you for being part of our circle. And with your right hand, now release, uncoil the energy from you, releasing it through your right hand as it goes counterclockwise around our sacred circle. Uncoiling, uncoiling, until you receive it once again in your left hand. Feel it come to your heart, coiling it, circling it in blessing and in thankfulness and gratitude and appreciation for this sacred energy, for this precious, precious moment. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And it is done. Blessed be. Oh my gosh, it goes by so fast, doesn't it? So, my beloved friends, the giveaway. Whew, I have to sit there and just ground my energy. So just send anything that you don't need down to earth. If you can touch the ground, just kind of breathe into that space. Just ground yourself. Put your feet on the floor. Maybe rock a little bit in your chair, wherever you're sitting. Just kind of move. Okay, the giveaway. The amazing tartlets. The Nagchaka, which is the super hit, and the Wisdom of the Oracle, the House of Night cards. I see the Wisdom of the Oracle, but it's the Wisdom of the House of Night cards. So this fun giveaway, how should we do it? Okay, so 2 places. Okay, maybe 3. I always say 2, and I would really appreciate it if you said you were interested in the giveaway right away, because I spend a lot of time kind of going back and forth, and then after I've already closed it, usually some people said, I'm interested. So right away, please put in the comment section of either the YouTube, where the streaming video has gone, the YouTube channel, in this event page on Google, or the event page on Facebook. So 3 places. Again, the YouTube channel, the broadcast that it's under comments of the video, and the Google Plus page, this Hangout event page, or the Facebook event page for this ritual. And I will be checking those 3 places, and I'll give you about maybe 7 minutes. We'll just say 7 minutes. What's like almost 8 right now, my time, Central Time. So I will give you about 5-7 minutes to say you're interested. It shouldn't take long. Just get over there right now. Say you're interested in the giveaway. If you comment, I'm not going to take I love the comments. Please let me know what you thought of this gathering, and I would love for you to share this event with others, so that next month we can even gather in a more powerful circle, create more change and more magic together. And also subscribe to the Shakti Spiral, or become friends with me on the Google Plus. What else am I forgetting? There's like a whole slew of things. Just connect with me everywhere if you enjoyed this ritual, and let me know. Say, yes, I would love to be entered into the giveaway, something like that. Yes, please enter me into the giveaway. Something with that, besides commenting about how much you love the ritual or this gathering tonight. So that way I know that you're interested. So some people may not be interested, and they just may want to just say thank you for the ritual. So I definitely want I want to be part of the ritual. Good? Okay. And also connect with me on Baubo. Inanna is a beautiful, beautiful sister, and we just have so much fun sharing. And that's another way for you to connect with me weekly on Wednesdays in between these rituals. So my blessings, heartfelt blessings to you as we go through this sacred, auspicious month. It is my favorite time of the year to really go and traverse within that, between the worlds, and receive information from our ancestors, delving into intuition, into our divination. I really take this time because this is the Celtic New Year coming up on the October 31st. And also in my tradition in Mexico and in the Central Americas, it's the Dia de los Muertos, which is the Day of the Dead, to remember and honor those who have gone before us, to remember them, because I love how Z Budapest says it. Those who are remembered live. Those who are remembered live. Those who are remembered live. So there we go. Love you all, and we will see you next month and every Wednesday on Baubo Savvy. Mwah, mwah, mwah.